Hey, it's Elijah. I read Mirko and Lagos Traffic. Connected it to chapter 24 of from Foster's book. So, apologize any noise. I'm at my grandma's house, and I was also sick today, so excuse that. All right. The climate twist after being Obik and his family, his whole family disappeared with their makeshift shack in the morning of operation. Having been housed, fed, and completely fattened up by the family, who left utterly swindled. All right, so it's just my basic notes. I think down farther is where I connected back to chapter 24. All right. The encounter. A comfortable mid-class narrator and her husband, Niece, are stuck in the atrocious Lagos traffic jam when they meet a 16-year-old beggar, Obik, who is living in extreme poverty. The medical crisis. The sudden life-threatening renal failure of the narrator's daughter, IG? I think that's right. I don't really know how to pronounce most of these names, so bear with me. IG. And her complete dependence on exhausting waitlist for a kidney transplant. Keep it short, but I personally know I lived out in Canada when I played hockey, and I have a friend who has a heart disease and waiting on things and waiting on a lot of things and stuff like Canada. I can't imagine just in other countries. We have really nice here in Canada. It was a long time to schedule surgery since it's all free and everything like that. Or sometimes doctors would get stuff wrong. You had to correct them on your medical history. So yeah, I can understand that. The black market deal. Desperate to save their daughter, the parents take advantage of Obik's poverty, arranging an illegal black market compatibility test, paying his father handsome some money up front, which is horrible, but it's insane. Chapter 24, relations to chapter 24. The reader has to live in a desperate situation. One has to see with the eyes of the parents in a specific setting of Lagos to appreciate the decisions of the characters without immediate dismissive moral judgment. Basically, what I just did, looking back on what I read. I mean, that's what they did was not okay. So, I mean, I'm not. Obviously, there's always things that aren't always absolute, but that's pretty rough. All right. Socioeconomic necessity versus global morals. The story forces the reader to confront a reality riddled with kidnapping risk, hyper satrified wealth gaps, and non-existent institutional healthcare safety nets. In a unique landscape, the illegal transaction of the parents with Obik's control, ultimate counter. I think I put that wrong. Our rational survivalist actions are not just acts of pure malice. I mean, kidnapping's just not okay. That's what I got from it. When I read it, I thought that was crazy. I mean, yes, they're in a desperate situation, and I've seen people in desperate situations, but I've also seen people in desperate situations and not kidnap somebody. So, me personally, I don't know about that. I think it's an absolute moral judgment there. But it's not always said and done. Like I wrote, it's not always moral judgment, but can't judge too much. You don't know what you do in that situation, kind of thing. Illness and ethical expose. Her kidney failure is the ultimate thematic trigger. It strips the righteousness, highly educated, veneer middle-class parents and shows them how quickly how their morally degrades their physical exploitation and vulnerable lower class when survival is at stake. That's really what it is at the end of the day. When you have no idea what I wrote. What is it? The decisions of the characters without immediate dismissive moral judgment. When you get desperate in a situation like that, you have no idea what you do. I probably refrain from kidnapping someone, me personally, but I'm just saying in general, like, don't be too quick to judge, because everyone thinks differently. So when it comes to something like that, you just gotta be not always empathetic to a kidnapper, but understand where they come from. Not dismiss their behavior, but understand where they're coming from and why they feel like they had to make that decision. Obviously, still pay for their crimes, kind of thing. But read it again. The black market deal, desperate to save her life, the parents take advantage of Weeks' poverty, arranging an illegal black market compatibility test, paying his father a ransom sum of money up front. Yeah, that's just. I mean, hey, that's rough. I mean, I can't imagine what it's like in just other countries like that. It's not great, not a lot of options, but obviously kidnapping's terrible. The medical crisis, the sudden life-threatening renal of the narrator's daughter, and her complete dependence on exhausting wait lists for a kidney transplant. Once again, just want to read through it, because just to get through what we're talking about is that those situations can be so scary. They really can be. My Canadian friend, her heart disease is like 1 in 5 people. It's not something that's fun. It's something she's struggled with a lot of time, has a scar on her chest kind of thing, and her family has done a lot to help her out. Also missionary, she's done a lot of traveling, done a lot of international doctors kind of thing. When she goes back home, that's mostly in Canada where everything gets done. A lot of wait lists for a lot of things. So it is not a great situation up there. Being here, obviously, it would be more expensive. But yeah, just talking about more the medical. When I'm talking about the story, I like to talk about more the medical crisis side, because that's what I know about. The moral judgment of kidnapping people. Leave that up to a law. Leave that up to the law, not me. I don't even know. I don't even know what I'd do in that situation either. But yeah, I think this story was pretty nice. I did use a different chapter this time. Chapter 24 was my first time using that. Just seeing from the character's point of view, and really just putting yourself in their shoes. So I did like this book a lot. I mean, this short story. I always say book. But yeah, it was great. Hope y'all. And it's like a YouTube video. Hope y'all enjoyed the reading, my notes.